Hi, I'm Virginia Haynes, and I've gone to, well, it was the Church of God Mountain Assembly when I started, and it started out in a old American Legion building. In 1980, I was 23-year-old, going on 24, and I remember there were only a handful of people going to the church at that time. And the woman I went to worked with, she invited me to church. And it was in the American Legion building, and I went. And when I went in, Donnie and Joy met me there, just like they'd always known me, with those open arms and welcomed me. And I just felt that love and that compassion from the people there at that church that I continued going. So 34 years later, here I am. I've raised my children here. My oldest son is 41, going on 42. They were just tiny kids then. Nicholas wasn't even born. But I do remember Donnie. He preached the word. And you know, I was raised in church, but I grew under Donnie. He preached on a level to where anybody could understand. And while he preached, I listened to what he said, and in my mind, I visualized what he said. And from that, I absorbed, and today I can still remember things he preached. And my children were only small children, but they can remember things he preached because they could understand. And I do remember Donnie standing on the word. He always stood, and he made everyone welcome. When we moved over after the church was built into the new building, well, which is the old now, but people would come in. And we had people that would come in and would disturb the services. I mean, they literally disturbed the services. And some, I'm sure, Satan had sent them in there to disturb the services. But Donnie had a way with his heart and kindness and with compassion. He would just stop his preaching and he'd ask them to sit down. You know, those people never quit coming, but they stayed. And they changed. Those people changed. And it's because Donnie didn't say, we need you to leave the church. But he had compassion toward those people, and they stayed. And they grew. Well, yeah, people, you know, they're not there now, but it's because a lot of them was taken out and God put them somewhere else to go. So the church has changed. But I know that I grew up under him. I remember one night, and it was real cold weather. Ice was on the lake. And Roger Jordan, he's passed away now, but Roger Jordan called Donnie, wanting Donnie to baptize him. Donnie and Joy gets up out of bed, and they go and they baptize this man, and they're ice on the water. And I had told some time back how he went and baptized my brother in that cold weather, because my brother had gave his life to God, but he wanted to be baptized, and he wanted to be baptized right then. That's the kind of man Donnie Hill is. And Joy, wherever Joy went, Donnie went. Joy was right there with him. She was with him. She was that one person that was right beside him all the time. If you seen Donnie, you know you was going to see Joy. But these people, they have brought the church so far. And what they believe, the church could have failed a long time ago, but Donnie stood on the word of God, and he stood for what God had told him to do, that this was the church. And I just thank God for having a man that I grew up under to teach me the word, because it has brought me so far. And now to see his son preaching the word, and as much as he's grown and God using him. And Sister Joy had gone on to be with the Lord, and Donnie's blessed with another dear lady, a dear wife, and she's so precious. I love Donna. And then Nick is blessed with a precious wife. We have 4 people. If you will just listen to them, if you need help, don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid to go to either one of them, because they will help you. They will give you that word from God and the direction. There's many a times I'd gone to Donnie for direction. Many a times. Asked him, what should I do? Donnie would tell me. And guess what? I still went with what I wanted to do. And I got myself into a lot of trouble. So just like with Nick, Ashley, Donna, and Donnie, if you need something and you need direction, you go to these people. And these people has a prayer life, and they pray about things. And whatever they tell you to do, you go that way. Don't go by your feelings and don't go by what you want to do. You listen to them because they hear from God. I just want to tell you that I just love Donnie Hill so much. I love the whole family. Donnie Hill and his family are like my family because we grew up together. I feel like we grew up together. You just grow and hang in there. I love you, Donnie. Thank you for being my pastor.